if you find yourself in the wild and you find a beehive, you can use a silk touch pickaxe to pick up the beehive, but you will want to wait until the bees come back and get inside. That way you can pick it up with the bees inside. And then once you place it down, the bees that were inside will come along with it. Otherwise, you will have to use a flower to attract the bees to follow you all the way to your camp. Now, let's say you don't have a silk touch pickaxe to get the beehive naturally from a tree. You can use shears to get honeycombs. But be careful, if you do that, the bees are gonna get angry at you. See those red eyes? They're angry, and they will attack you. Now, same thing if you use a bottle to get honey. Just go up to one, right click, but the bees will get angry. So you gotta be careful. They attack. See, there's the honeycomb for the using shears, and there's the bottle of honey from using the bottle. There's a way for you to get that stuff without them getting angry. All you need to do is place a campfire underneath it. Like we'll show you on this one. And bees won't get angry. Hey, look, be our guest. See, no bees came out angry, the other bees didn't get angry. So that's one way to get the stuff you need. Now that's one way to set up a honey or honeycomb farm manually. You know, usually when I use a double usage for your crop farms and everything. And just set this up, and manually you just go and harvest the honey or the honeycomb. Now to make a beehive like this, you're gonna need 3 honeycombs and 6 planks. That's how you get the beehive. Now I'm gonna show you how to do an automatic honey farm. First, we gotta set everything up. So it's gonna be our chest, our hopper facing the chest. Then we're gonna place a random block on top of the chest, and then another hopper facing that block, just like that. Once that's done, we're gonna select our dispenser. I'm gonna place it on top. Oop. I'm gonna place it on top of this dispenser, facing in. Once that's done, we're gonna put our beehive inside or on top. Right, there you go, beehive in. And the beehive has to be facing in this direction, since that's where the bees are going to be coming out. And this is how you know. This is the front, this is the back. See how that bee came out? That's the front. Once that's set up, we're going to work on setting up 2 circuits. One circuit is to filter the stuff that's going to be being dispensed, and the second circuit is to let it know when it's going to be dispensed. So we'll start with the hopper, the filter. The first circuit is going to be a way to lock this hopper from pulling items from here that we don't want to get pulled. So you can use any block, and it's up to you. I'm just using dirt because it's what I have in hand. Now we're going to build a circuit to lock the hopper. Alright, so we're going to place one here, one here. We gotta dig down, dig this down, dig this down, dig this down, and dig this down. probably wanna. Now we're gonna use a comparator. We're gonna place it facing outwards. With redstone, to redstone, and then we need a redstone repeater. I'm gonna put it facing that direction, and we're gonna need a redstone torch. And place it right here. Now we're gonna fill this up with the item that we want filtered. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, or you can do 5, 4, 4. These are the random ones. This is the item that we want them to go through. This would always remain at 1. You would always have 1 in here and 1 in here. Everything else will pass through the chest. This is the item that we're filtering. Alright, once this is set up, we fill this up with bottles. And we'll leave one spot empty. So what's gonna happen is, when this gets activated, when this is full with honey, it'll trigger, it'll utilize one glass bottle, and it'll suck it back in, and it'll turn into a honey bottle. This honey bottle, since it's only one item, it'll get pulled in through here, through this filter, it'll become 2, and because of this circuit that we built, it'll pull down through here, and this will remain at 1. Or you can take it off, that's fine. This one won't change. It'll go through here, and then it'll get pulled in through here. So let's just show you right here. This one got pulled down, no longer there, no longer there, and now it's right here in the chest. So that's the circuit that will cause this to get filled up just with the honey bottles. Now we need the second circuit, which will be to let this know when to fill it up with, when it's filled up with honey. So let's use our blocks again. So we need to fill this up. 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna need a repeater right here. And redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we gotta place a block on top of this to break it up so it becomes one chain. Glass bottle I used. So the way this works is, when this gets filled up with honey, it'll send a signal out thanks to this comparator. And as you can tell right there where it says on the left side on the bottom where it says targeted block, it says beehive, and it says honey level 4. When it reaches honey level 5, that's when you can harvest the honey or the honeycombs. That's why this is here. This is to let them know when the comparator lets you know what the level of the signal is. So that's why we did 5 lines of redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when it reaches 5, this becomes a power block. It powers this. It gets the honey. And it comes down to your chest. And that's going to be all the circuits you need. Now we need to set up the bees. So all we gotta do is plant some flowers in front of it. Depends up to you how you want to do it. So in this case, we're just gonna do like one module and we'll enclose it in glass. And this is one module. You can make it shorter. The only thing is you cannot block the front of that beehive. You can even dig this into the ground, so it's the ground level. It's completely up to you. This is just so you can see the entire system. So now we're going to build your honeycomb automatic farm. So we're going to need chest and your hoppers. Boop. Whoa. Right in there. Then we're going to need your beehive. Then our dispenser. Okay, that's set up. Now we need to drop a minecart in here. Well, let's go ahead and do that. I need to drop this hopper minecart. Reason why is because when you harvest the honeycomb goes flying off everywhere. So with this hopper minecart in here, it will pick it up as it pops out, and then it'll get sucked down by the hopper and pushed into the chest. Now let's test it. Yep, it works. Now that that's set up, we need to set up a observer on top. Random block in here. Redstone. And fill this up with shears. And this is practically it. Set up your flowers. And watch it happen. So the way this is working is, again, if you aim at the beehive, you'll see the honey level. So whenever the level changes, this is going to trigger. It's going to receive the signal, and it's going to power the block, which is going to power the dispenser. When the dispenser gets triggered, one of the shears is going to get used, and then it's going to get sucked back in, shearing the honeycombs out, which will get picked up, sent in here. Now this is only, you only get the honeycombs if your honey level is at level 5, which right now it's not going to get there because we got no bees. And now we'll wait to hit level 5 so we can see the results. And that was level 5. And there's our honeycombs. And our shears. This is how you build an automatic honeycomb farm. And if you like to work hard, manual honeycomb and honey farm. I hope you learned something, and thank you for watching.